Hello, Cancer. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Valima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Relationship first, single second. Let's see what we have. Okay. These are interesting. Excuse me, these are interesting over here already. And I got the hiccups already. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what's going on here? You got the Page of Swords is where you're standing to start with. Very perceptive. This card kind of has a stigma to it sometimes of being a spy, but I prefer to view it as more perceptive. This is like an intelligent way to look at things. You know something's going on around you, and you're just paying attention and you're getting ready. It's kind of like you see the trees blowing in the distance, and you're just wondering, is there a storm coming? Is it just a breeze and it's just gonna go away? Like, is somebody shaking those trees? Like, why are the trees swaying like that? And I feel like you're seeing the heads up about it, and you're very intelligent. To me, it's a very intelligent response. They're like, all right, I see something going on over there. It could be an issue for me at some point. I might as well find out what's going on. So you're just finding out what's going on. See, I don't see this card as a bad card. It can be if the information is garnered to use against other people. I get that. I don't feel like that's what you're doing here. I feel like you're seeing the trees shaking in the distance and you're just like, why are they shaking? They could be a problem later. Why is that happening? Let me find out. Now, your partner, I'm getting the 10 of Pentacles. Is that the 10? No, it's the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I thought that was weird. They're very happy. They seem to be, everything's great. Everything's, like, when it comes to this relationship, at the very least, they're very happy. They're thinking everything's exactly how it should be. Everything's in its place. They're feeling very secure and loved. It's all good. So what are we heading towards is my question. Because there's something, it seems to be, like, what is happening going forward? Because you got like a funny little connection here that I'm trying to, like, I feel like you're leading up to something that's going to push into the next phase. Because I'm getting like you're seeing your partner's very happy, very conducive, all green lights are like you can pretty much get what you want. I guess is what you're garnering from this. And you just want to spend some time with your partner. You're seeing they're very happy and content. They're very secure in this relationship, very happy. I just keep getting over and over and over again, happy, happy, happy. So you got the 2 of Cups here. You're making a moment with them. You're taking some time just for some intimacy with them because you just want to anyway, and they're very receptive to that. You're both happy to do that, so that's what's happening. Now, that happens. Your partner has the Hermit card. What is happening? Like, what is going to go next? Something is up here, and I don't know what's actually going to happen, but something is up here, I'm telling you. Somebody's doing something. Your partner seems to be, like, they're thinking about something. They're very happy with the situation. They're very secure in this relationship, and you're having an intimate moment with you and them. It just seems to be the thing. But they're thinking, they have their thoughts going, and they're not really, I feel like the confidence, it's not about the confidence. They don't want things to change yet. They don't want things to change yet. But they have thoughts about where they want this relationship to go next. And I feel like you're not really, I feel like you're not even clued in the least bit on this. Now, when I'm seeing these cards, I'm seeing what makes things better is for them to continue on moving forward towards where they want to go next. I don't know if it's like a move or it's like a proposal or some type of like, or having another addition to the family one way or another, whatever you want to say that is, because it's a general read, like having a baby, adding an animal, investing in something. It feels significant. Like they're considering something very significant, but at the moment they're deciding it's not time to move forward on it. I'm getting that Seven of Swords, but I feel like just for now they seem to be just kind of like skirting around the issue because they don't want to open the door yet, because once they open the door, they think you're going to be very into it. And they feel like once that's open, there's no going back. And I'm getting here, what makes things better is the Knight of Pentacles. Like it's better for them to keep going forward. The thing is, their challenge card here is the Ten of Cups with the creativity. They like the thoughts. They like to keep the thoughts alive. They like to consider possibilities. But the Ten of Cups is telling me they're very happy and content the way things currently are. Ironically, that seems to be the hang-up here. If it's not broke, don't fix it, seems to be the motto of the moment. And they want to go forward with things. They have ideas about what they would like to do, but they're happy the way things are. And they don't want to change anything. They don't want to rock things up a bit. That really is alright. Because I was for a minute there, I'm just like, this seemed like it was kind of a little askew, but they're standing with the Queen of Swords and the Good Cheer. The Good Cheer especially is making me feel like things are going really, really well. And the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, you will not get anything out of the Queen of Swords she doesn't want you to know. She can communicate. She will communicate on her terms. She can also keep secrets if she feels that's what's necessary. She sees the situation from many angles, and she can see somebody trying to like get out of her what she's thinking, and she's more apt to let somebody think they found out what she's thinking rather than letting them actually know what she's thinking, if that makes sense. So like, for example, if she's thinking, I'd like to go on a trip to the Bahamas, and somebody's trying to figure out what she's thinking, and she doesn't want to tell them that, but they know that she's got something cooking in her head. She'll make it more about, I was just thinking about, Saturday night and going to see a movie probably and stuff like that. Like she will say, or she'll talk about something else. She can divert the conversation and make somebody feel like they got the answer when she did not give out at all what she's actually been thinking. And I'm getting, your partner doesn't want to spill the beans and you will not get that out of them. At the very best, you'll get the thought that you'll think you did, but you won't. And I'm getting the Good Cheer here is like they're very happy and they think everything is going very well. They don't want to rock the boat, and they're feeling like this change could rock the boat. Not in a bad way, but I'm feeling like once the change happens, once this goes forward, there's no going back, and they're just kind of like, I'm happy where things are. I don't want to move. I don't want to change things. Now, again, I'm coming back to this Page of Swords. Like, you seem to be realizing they're very happy, and I feel like you're even trying to pull out of them, like, what are they thinking? What's going on in their heads? Why are they so happy? Like, they seem to have ideas, and I just feel like you're not going to get it out of them. The Page and the Queen, the Page will not control the Queen. The Page never controls the Queen. And right now you have a Page on your side. That's the energy you got. Now I'm seeing this here too. I get the Tower card with the Peace. With peace. Spiritually, I'm getting like the Tower card should be coming at some point. And it's not a bad thing, but I'm getting like you're anticipating like something's going to change. It's a positive change, and I don't feel like you're fearing the change, don't get me wrong. But I feel like you've been waiting for it, and you're going to continue to wait for it. For some of you, I think you have the kind of the inkling where you think your partner might be going. For some of you, I feel like, for example, if it's an addition to the family, if we're going to go the baby route, they've told you in the past they're not ready, they don't want to do that, no. and you're starting to think that maybe they are ready. And the thing is, if that's the case, it could be the case, but they're happy the way things are. They're not going to go forward with it. They're not going to say anything. And I'm getting you're not pressing the issue, but the Tower card here in the spiritual sense makes me think that if they did come forward with that, that would shock your pants right off you. That would just shock the pants right off you. You'd be like, wow. Because they seemed adamantly against it in the past. The thing is, this is all like the piece with the Tower card, which, if you're familiar with tarot cards, these are very contradictory, very contradictory. But I'm getting like, it's because you're anticipating it. It's just not happening, and I'm getting that's why spiritually you're anticipating it. At some point it will happen, but right now is not the time. That you're still at peace at the moment, but you're still. It's like you're expecting that tower to fall over. It's like you're watching the tower, and it sways a little and sways a little, and you're like, will you just fall over? And it just kind of sways a little, and it sways a little, and you can't go over there and push it over because it'll probably fall on you. So you're like, I can't go over there and do anything. I just gotta wait, and it just sways a little, and it sways a little, and you're just kind of like, you're kind of coming to peace with like it's gonna fall when it's gonna fall. It's just not falling right now. But you know it's out there. At some point, it's gonna fall. Oi. Where you're standing, I'm also seeing the Knight of Swords. Like, you're being more of the Page of Swords. You want to be the Knight of Swords. Either way, you're not trumping a queen. Neither of these trump a queen. But the Page of Swords, no, the Knight of Swords, well, the Page of Swords is receptive, more of a follower energy. The Knight is more of an activator, but the Knight is a supporter of the Queen, especially like it's the same suit. The Knight of Swords supports the Queen of Swords. I'm getting you're standing in a spot where you support your partner, and if they want to talk something out, you're very, very much into that. But if they don't open the door, if they don't start the conversation, if they don't tell you what they're thinking, there's nothing for you to support, and that's the thing. You're very willing and ready and able, poised for action, but not called to action. Now, there's 2 cards left here. We got the Justice card for your challenge card, and we got the 5 of Wands for what makes things better. So I'm getting what's going on here is that you're setting up for like this phase. Like your partner's really happy, but you're setting up for this next phase. The challenge card is to wait for it to happen in its own time. I feel like that's the balance. That's the justice. Wait for it to happen in its own time. And I feel like that's a challenge because you're ready to move forward. What makes things better is the chaos. Is this an argument? It's chaos. What do we mean by chaos? Because I feel like when things aren't as good between you and your partner seems a little less than content with what's going on, that's probably when this is going to go forward. Really? That seems interesting because I feel like the chaos, it's while everything is sunny and great, it's a sunny day, and while everything's good, they're not wanting to change things, but when it gets a little rough, when the seas get rough, that's when they're going to come forward and tell you what ideas they have. That's when they're going to kind of give you the green light. For example, I don't know why I'm using this kid analogy constantly, and I apologize if that's not hitting for you, but whatever it might be, moving, buying a house, having a child, getting an animal, whatever it may be, when things are a little less than the best, that's when they're going to be like, you know what, I think I'm ready to do that. Which I feel like you might be looking at that kind of a little like why would we wait till things weren't good? like why wouldn't we do it while things were good? Why would we wait till things weren't that great? I don't know. I'm just getting that's the kicker. That seems to be the kicker here. Things go a little crazy, things get a little out of focus and a little shaky, not with the relationship, but like, I almost feel like it might be a seasonal thing. What does that mean? Like, summer might pass and it might go into fall, and like almost like they want to enjoy the summer for what it is, and then once the summer's over and all those plans are taken care of, then they'll bring it forward because then that's when they're ready to do whatever it is. Right now, they want to enjoy it for what it is. Right now, they're enjoying the relationship and how things are going, and they want to enjoy what's going on. For some of you, this is seasonal. For like your partner wants to enjoy the summer with you, and doesn't want to spend time on planning or going through the thought of moving things forward. Doesn't want to put the energy into that just yet. Wants to just enjoy summer with you. Then when that period has passed, and things are slowing down for the fall, then they'll bring it forward, especially when things seem to get really busy. Like, I feel like this is saying things get really busy for you. When things get really busy for you, I feel like that's when they bring this forward. Because I'm trying to see if there's another way to put that, but they're saying, yeah, chaos, busy, whatever makes sense better to you. Busy, at the very least, it's chaos. So I guess that kind of makes sense why that's the same, sort of. And they're going to come forward. I don't feel you doing anything until they do come forward, though. The thing is, I just feel like you can't pluck it out of them. The queen will not allow it. The queen, very smart, very in control, will make you think you know what they're thinking of, but will easily misdirect you because they don't want you to know. You're not going to know. That's just how it is. All right, so that's Cancer relationship. Let's do Cancer single. What do we have for single Cancers? What do we have for single Cancers? Messages for single Cancers. Messages for single Cancers. Messages for single Cancers. What do we have for single Cancers? Powering information. Okay. Well, I like that one card. The Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. It's a burden. This is a burdened. It's a burdened trail. I think is what I'm trying to say here. This is very manic depressive. I think, is that what I want to say, or bipolar? Maybe bipolar is better. I don't know what the difference between the two of those are, to tell you the truth. But it's just like it goes up and down. Let's say that. Up and down, and I don't know if it's going to end well, but we'll find out. Something about this person doesn't sit well with you. The love might be there, the family or social connection may not. And I feel like that may weigh on you a bit. Alright. I got the King of Pentacles in the past here. And I feel like the thing is, you have a very sound social structure. If this is hitting, I feel like whether it's family, friends, both, you have a certain social structure and you need the person that you want to be in your life to fit into that. You're looking for somebody who's conducive and can add into it. If they can't add into it, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. Because what I'm getting here is there's somebody that's been around you. This isn't a new person. And I'm getting like there's something about them, either they're abrasive or a little aloof or something where they just don't jive with the people that you normally are around. They just don't jive with them. And I'm getting like the wheel of fortune is turning because they're moving towards you. Like at the moment they're moving towards you. Let's just go with that. However it's been in the past is however it was in the past. You already know this person doesn't jive for whatever reason, but they're moving towards you now. The wheel is turning, they're moving towards you. They seem to have a little extra bit of confidence going for them. And I'm getting as this is coming in, you've got the Five of Swords with the Knight of Wands. you're not thinking this is really going to work out. You're thinking this is good now. If it's fun, it's kind of exciting. You're flattered that they're coming towards you, but you're thinking this could burn out quickly. You're thinking the Knight of Wands is saying it's going to be a quick moment. It's just going to last a couple weeks at most. You're not like the Five of Swords is like it's just going to be you'll have a good time, but there's no long-term success here in your opinion. So you're thinking this person, they have a little bit of extra confidence right now, but you're expecting they're going to come in and go out. You don't think they're going to set up shop. You don't think they're going to dig in roots. They're just going to be there for a moment. And I am getting the Tower card fades in and out through this whole situation, by the way. When they come in, I feel like you're shocked when they're coming back at you, I should say. Even them being a part of your life may be a shock. But when they're coming towards you with this extra bit of confidence, it's shocking you. But you're thinking, well, maybe this will put some closure to it. That's the first time I'm really feeling this actually hidden is this current position. Because you're like, I don't think this is really going to go very far. But, maybe it'll just run its course real quick and then, it'll come, it'll just finish it off. And maybe that's for the best. The thing is, that Knight of Wands and then that Knight of Swords energy, I'm getting you're expecting it to move on, but I don't feel like, just because it's the Knight of Wands can be quick in, quick out. Can be. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes he rushes in and he does stay. He, she, a knight doesn't have to be any specific gender. He, she, they, whatever's going on. But what I'm getting here, because I don't feel them walking, I feel like they come in, they dash in, and you're thinking they're going to dash right back out, but they don't. This could just be a quick entrance. That could definitely be the King of Wands. Nope, the Knight of Wands. Because you got victory and you got divine guidance. They seem to be hanging around. You're seeming to like it. The thing is, and this is true for this whole situation too, you got the Moon card here. You don't really know what to make of that. You don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm getting it's weighing on you because you're just kind of like, I don't think this person jives with my group here. Whatever group that is for you. And you got the victory with the divine guidance and it feels good, but like your thoughts are the Ace of Pentacles. You want somebody that's going to lock right in with your social structure. You're feeling if that's what's necessary here. Like it's not just about the chemistry and the love. They got to lock in with that too, or it's going to be more of a problem than an enjoyable love. It's like it's really important to you is what I'm getting. The thing is, the chemistry is there. They're coming towards you. You're flattered by it, and you're just kind of like, even though you're afraid that they're not going to link in with the social structure you already have, I'm getting you're still kind of flattered by the attention, and you don't want this to really end. And I'm getting this keeps going forward, and I feel like you're conflicted because you're enjoying the time with this person. You're enjoying the intimate time with them. You're getting to know each other more. They may be a little bit quirky or standoffish, whatever it is. Whatever it is that seems to set them apart from the main part of the group, it doesn't daunt you. It's just something you just see as part of their personality. It doesn't bother you. And I'm getting like the conflict here is like you're still not there. They don't seem to still be jiving with your group, whatever that group is. But you're still falling. You're falling for this person. You're falling in love with this person is what I'm getting. The Aphrodite's love spell is telling me you're falling in love with them. You just don't think they're going to fit into your life, and you're not sure what you're going to do about that. I'm getting this is going to take some time. And I feel like that's what they're saying. Give it some time. I'm getting like this. This seems like it's gonna kind of smooth out a bit. It's gonna be different depending on situations, but for some people, it's just gonna take a while, and the situation will warm up to them. For others, I'm getting more of a toleration. Tolerate is not a word. Is that a word? A tolerant atmosphere. A tolerant atmosphere. Maybe that's the way I should put that. I'm getting like a tolerant atmosphere going on here. And I feel like that might be good enough. It's going to have to depend on how you feel about it. Like, this person means a lot to you. The people that are already in your life understand that. They want this to be a non-issue, so they do their best just to get along. And this person that's in your life that you're falling for, they seem to be trying to do their best too. And I just feel like it might come down to that, like just a cooperative effort. I don't know if this person's really going to mesh with your group, but it's cordial. It doesn't daunt anything. It just kind of works out. It seems like that could happen. You're going to have to go forward, because if it goes the other way, you're going to have to decide what you want to do with that. I feel like it's just going to take some time for you to really sort it out, see how this is kind of going forward. I feel like even if you're noticing that people are just kind of, getting along, like, and it's working out, I feel like that might be good enough. But if there's a lot of discord, I feel like that's a whole other story. It's going to depend. You have to see how it goes. And then you're going to have to make your decision from there. I feel like they're just saying, like, this coming in, I feel like you're not expecting it to stick, and it's sticking. I feel like that's the big piece. And it's going to be stressed the whole way until you feel you understand how this person's really going to mesh with your group. For some of you, you're going to get lucky. You are going to see that this person over time does actually fit in, because they just seem to warm up to it. Other people seem to warm up to them, and they do fit a lot better than expected. It just takes a lot longer for them to warm up. So some of you are going to get lucky with that. Others of you, it's going to be like people are just going to be kind of nice. People are going to be cordial to each other, which is okay. It's good enough. For a few of you, I get that this is just not going to mesh. It's going to be oil and water. But then if it becomes that, you're going to have to really decide whether this is okay or not, and then you're going to go from there. All right? All right. We're going to wrap that up there because I feel like we're good. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.